it's like not only do we need to go through another season and try obviously to get better, we have to survive our division again, which is going to like AFC North is just a slaughterhouse. And then we have to find a way to try and beat the Chiefs. Which, by the way, beating the Chiefs and beating a team in the AFC North, those aren't necessarily like always the same thing.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs aren't really, I mean, they have the better defense, right? But they're not really built like an AFC North team.
Not excuses, just facts. Just facts.
I think you are a little too high on the Bills.
I don't think I'm high enough on the Bills.
I wouldn't put them at 2. 2's high. Because 2, like, let's be very
I'd put the Bills above the Ravens in terms of Super Bowl window. Josh Allen is better than Lamar Jackson at playing quarterback in the NFL. Oh! And I loved Lamar Jackson.
Okay. If the Ravens don't make it to the Super Bowl this year,
sure.
Do you see drastic changes in Baltimore?
No.
If the Bills don't make it to the Super Bowl, do you see drastic changes in Buffalo? I think you say yes.
I think you might see head coaching change.
Yeah.
And I think in our Patreon meeting, we talked about that this week. It's kind of it feels like a prove it year for Sean McDermott.
Mm-hmm.
And I compared it to John Elway getting Mike Shanahan late in his career, where he played with Dan Reeves as his head coach, like for his entire career. And Dan Reeves was a good head coach. Sean McDermott's a good head coach, but I feel like the Bills would be better suited with an actual offensive-minded head coach. Or they need a genius offensive coordinator. They were insane when they had Dable calling the plays there on offense. But basically the results are the same. Last year, the way the season ended was weird. And then again, injuries have screwed them both times going into the postseason on the defensive side of the ball. What I do like for Buffalo is there's two guys I think next season who are going to be really, really important. And it's Dalton Kincaid and Sam Laporta. They both had phenomenal rookie seasons. And I think they can both even be better. So,
but my point is that if the Ravens don't make the Super Bowl, you're likely not going to see those drastic changes. If it happens to the Bills, like Sean McDermott's gone.
Maybe.
But Perna, the point that I'm trying to make is like what I asked about the Ravens of like they finally got everything that they wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Because they got the home field advantage and they came up short. They came up short.
Boom.
I feel like the Bills. And I'm not blaming Josh Allen at all. But the Bills, it feels like they went all in when they brought in Von Miller, and that has blown up in their face and that's not because he got hurt. And
I don't know if being the 2 seed and losing to the Chiefs in the playoffs is blowing up in your face.
You don't think the Von Miller contract has blown up in their face?
I don't think I think he got injured, and that makes it bad. But that contract isn't the reason they lost to the Chiefs.
But we're
blowing
about
up in your
windows.
face would be missing the playoffs. Von Miller was not good this year. Yes, he came back from injury.
We're talking
and
about
did nothing.
windows.
Yeah, but I don't like. I think I have a different definition. What the Russell Wilson contract is blowing up in your face, Tom. I would kill to be in the Bills situation. Brandon. Oh, God, we overpaid for a defensive player. It didn't work out, and we were still in the playoffs. Now, could that money have been used in other places?
Miller. And now they owe him $1 gajillion. That's what I'm making the argument.
No, I think like they can move on from it this year. It was basically a 2-year deal with a lot of money after. Yeah, it's their out year is next year. So they got to eat one more year, possibly restructure or just take it.
Which impacts their ability to sign other guys against their window.
Sure, but the window's as long as Josh Allen's there. So next year they might have to eat some shit, right? They might have to eat a little.
Why I'm saying the Ravens are above the Bills for me.
And then they'll reset. To me, the window is,
I don't even know why.
Do we got the QB? Do we know how to build around the QB? Bills aren't perfect. The Bills are going to have to win a Super Bowl with some flaws. I think that's a fact, but I don't love their chances to win the Super Bowl next season based on their cap situation, some other stuff.
So why would their window be higher than the Ravens?
Because I like it better for 2025. I like it better for 2026. I like it better for 2027. I like it better until I see Josh Allen suck again. That's why. Also, Josh Allen showed up to play the Chiefs in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson did not. Josh Allen has showed up to play the Chiefs twice in the playoffs. He did the 2 years ago when they lose to the Chiefs. That wasn't Josh Allen. That was one of the most insane and entertaining games we've ever seen. I'm not going to back down for the Bills.
Right.
Josh Allen could retire right now, and I would say they still got a chance. Bring back Tyrod Taylor.
But that would go against everything you just said. As long as they have Josh Allen, their windows open. Buddy, I don't know if we're just conflating. When I'm saying I think the Bills' window is not as open as the Ravens, that's not a knock on Josh Allen.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying I think their window's open longer because of Josh.
Back to Josh Allen, and I think your argument is because they have Josh Allen, the window's open. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I'm saying the stability of the Baltimore Ravens, I think, is a good tick higher than the stability right now with the Buffalo Bills, given their contract situation, given their history of not being able to stay healthy, especially when it comes into the postseason, and kind of going forward. I think a more balanced team is the Baltimore Ravens.
Oops.
And there's Rashad Bateman. I don't know what he has to do with it, but he's there too.
That's fine. I just if I need a team to win a game in the playoffs, and I'm choosing between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
The Ravens did it.
I'm picking Josh Allen. The Ravens did what?
They won 2 games in the playoffs. The Bills won 1.
They won 1. Who looked better against the Chiefs, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
Oh, Jesus effing Christ.
Josh Allen.
No. Perna, if there's anybody who's going to kill me on this planet, it's going to be Brandon Perna.
Here's where you're basing your stability on, though.
Yes.
It's you trust John Harbaugh more than Sean McDermott is basically what you're boiling it down to.
All day, every day.
And why do we trust John more? Because he won a Super Bowl, right?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because literally, they've been a more stable, balanced football team.
How have the Bills not been stable and balanced since Josh Allen's been there?
Because for the past 5 years, it's been, this is the Bills' year. It's their Super Bowl.
But you're also giving the Ravens passes for their injuries, but pretending like that has not affected the Bills.
We have not been talking about the Ravens in the same light.
You said the Ravens have been injured every year, and then this year they were healthy, and this was their year.
Yes.
And they blew it.
Yes.
Healthy.
Agreed. Not fully healthy.
Bills. Who the fuck was healthy on their defense in that game?
Correct. But literally, how many years since the 13
They didn't have their number 2 receiver in Gabe Davis out there.
Since the 13-second game.
Ooh.
Since the 13-second game. You can't even argue that it's like, nope, next year. As soon as they got Von Miller, they're going to the Super Bowl. They are Super Bowl favorites. They were the Super Bowl favorites for like that whole half of the season.
And they were, and he got hurt. He got injured. And he was playing well last year before he got hurt.
The problem is, I'm looking at the Ravens who go, oh, this is the first year we went out and actually got some wide receivers for Lamar Jackson, and we were the number 1 seed because of it.
Yeah. And they changed offensive coordinators. Here, if you're going to make an argument for the Ravens, and I think it's the offense adjusting to a new system, you could argue next year they should be better.
Correct.
And I think Lamar's talked about it. It's taken a little while to learn and adjust to what Monken wants to do, and he'll be more comfortable in that system next year. And so you could, if you're looking at it that way, then yeah, they could be better.
That's a great comment. That's a great comment.
Good. Oh God, my opinion is Josh Allen is really, really good. I don't think that's a crazy opinion. I don't think it's crazy at all.
Well, let me tell you about GPS Clips, the hottest, rageous channel that's been around for a little while now, like a year now, right?
Look it, you can find all of your GPS clips here.